Before you scroll, just know that this video holds the key to unlocking your dreams. God promises that He will always be there and that He will shower you and those you care about with peace, compassion, and goodness through His presence. This message is not a coincidence. It is God restocking your abundant resources of benefits that you have depleted. Allow your heart to be opened and your prayers to be poured out, for help is close at hand. As a result of the involvement of the divine, beauty will emerge from the ashes and release from pain will be brought about. I pray that you would accept this promise and have faith in the plan that God has for you, since He is leading you to a better tomorrow. I want to offer my congratulations on the impending birth of your child. It is admirable that you are willing to admit that you have made mistakes in the past and ask for forgiveness. It is a blessing that you are gifted with love, support, a home, and the possibility of a wonderful year ahead for your family. This month is drawing to a close. Put your faith in God's ability to restore you, especially when you are going through difficult times, because you have the power to triumph over obstacles. Discover the serenity that may be found in the spiritual tranquility and independence that are bestowed upon you by your faith, as well as the unwavering love and unyielding desire for development that all elements of life bring. Thank you. I am grateful that you have chosen to watch, and I pray that the blessings of Jesus surround you. Declare out loud that you are willing to receive assistance from the Creator whenever you are experiencing difficulties. Maintain your patience and have faith in the plan that God has for you, recognizing that your faithfulness will be repaid. You should forward this word along to someone who is deserving of it and invite them to experience the great acts that are taking place all across the world. Your day of good fortune is drawing near, and even though difficulties may come your way, the power that comes from God's sovereignty will be with you. When you regularly acknowledge the authority that God possesses, you will receive divine empowerment that will enable you to confidently manage the challenges that life presents. The compassion of God will sustain you through the highs and lows of life, and every difficulty will be transformed into a warm and welcoming haven. Even when you are experiencing the most terrifying fears, you have been created to walk alongside God. Exhibit bravery and agreeableness, and have faith that He will not disappoint you. Take advantage of every opportunity to offer praise to His name and to express thanks, especially when you are confronted with challenges. God is aware of your private tears and is aware of the challenges you are facing. In the near future, you will be able to observe a change that will enable you to tell a fresh tale of success story. You can have faith in the thoughts of goodness that have been heard, for heaven will never stop thinking about you. Maintain your constant devotion to praising and admiring Jesus Christ, for His direction is unchanging. On this day, God communicates with you and extends an invitation to walk in divine alignment. Accept this calling with enthusiasm and enthusiasm. Thank you. The potential for blessings, healing, and good transformations is so great that it can, beyond even our most extreme ideas. The moment has come to realign with your most ambitious goals and to collaborate as a group in order to fortify your determination, even in the face of wrath and feelings of dissatisfaction. Have peace of mind knowing that the Creator will continue to protect you and provide forgiveness and support whenever it is requested. Acknowledge the gifts that have been bestowed upon you and have trust that things will work out for the best, putting your past mistakes in the past. In a short amount of time, you will achieve new heights and acquire training that will direct you toward achievement and emancipation from challenging conditions. I announce that all those who read this will be showered with an abundance of love in the name of the Lord, who is holy. When you type 120 to affirm this fact, you are acknowledging that the Savior is all that you require. When you invite Him into your life, you will experience faith that is unwavering and many benefits throughout your life. Having faith in the strength and richness of God, as well as the prosperity of His affection, is essential. In the process of your entire family finding healing and support, you should demonstrate kindness and perform miracles for other people. You should give the Lord everything you need to be successful, and you should look forward to the abundance of love and prosperity that is waiting for you. Because you are capable of doing a great deal, you should maintain your dedication to sharing His word and carrying out your vocation. Please know that the blessings and communications of God are always with you. Prepare yourself for the forthcoming trip by typing 12 to to recognize its arrival and embracing the voyage with excitement. You should be aware that everything will fall into place precisely in accordance with God's plan. Regardless of the circumstances, remember to express thankfulness to God for the blessings that He has bestowed upon you, and may you find comfort in His presence. Allow us to accompany you on this journey as you look forward to a year filled with opportunity for repair and satisfaction. Put your faith in the divine timetable that God has for you, since His intentions for you are always best. Put out your best effort and be productive, for God has promised to astonish you with the goodness that He possesses. You are getting closer to a place that is ideal, despite the fact that this new era is fraught with uncertainty. Put your faith in the ability to move mountains that resides within you, and open yourself up to the abundance that is waiting for you. Because of your dogged determination, you have arrived to this point where the routines you perform on a daily basis will become incomparably more satisfying. It is important to have faith in the unfolding of events because the way forward is unmistakable. Always keep in mind that God is the same as the beginning and the end, and that He will lead you through any difficulty. Let us make a collective decision to make ourselves known to God, recognizing our flaws and praying for His involvement in a miraculous way. It is through His grace that you will discover the power to triumph over challenges and accomplish what you have set out to do. In order to give thanks to God for the blessings that He has bestowed upon you, share both your joys and your challenges with other people. It is in Romans 6:23 that we are reminded of the reason for celebration, even when we are confronted with difficulties. If you have God's assistance, you will be able to overcome any difficulty that comes your way. By believing, praying, and making the most of opportunities, you can get yourself ready for something truly spectacular. You should not give up, since God has the intention of surprising you with reparation for whatever challenges that you encounter. With His permission, His presence will be present in your life before this weekend arrives. He will make His presence known to you. Be open to receiving the various things that He has to offer, and pray fervently for the influence that He has that is beyond comprehension. You should recite this prayer if you want to compete with God for His benefits without any reservations. You can put your faith in His provision, knowing that He will provide you with financial assistance and direction. A life of complacency is what I am purposefully trying to steer you away from. Your encouragement is not to be content with the way things are currently. Permit me to free you by vanquishing every foe and removing every hurdle in order to make it possible for you to enjoy the bread of life. I want you to know that I am the one who provides you with direction. And if you are reading this, heaven is trying to tell you that everything is of tremendous importance to you. You should react with yes if you understand the significance of today. Today is a very important day. You will experience a shift in your perspective regarding a crucial aspect of your life within a period of 12 hours after receiving my message. Through the power of prayer, I have the ability to completely transform your life, including making up for every loss with an abundance of benefits. Prayer does not ensure that you will live a life free of difficulties, but it does prepare you to triumph over difficulties and uncover the miracles that God is still revealing to you. Even in the face of ambiguity, have trust in the plan that God has for you, and acknowledge that your faith has the power to move mountains. In light of the fact that everything is about to take place, God assures us that it is time to make our wishes known. Get yourself ready to happily and trustingly embrace these benefits because they are yours. To receive them, among other things, types 99 yen into the box. You must have faith that Jesus has commitments to you and that He would bring you harmony inside your life. It's possible that the world has failed to persuade you otherwise, but God gives you a second chance. Your faith should be strong. You should accept your weaknesses, and you should give God the opportunity to accomplish miracles in your life. You will be blessed at the appropriate time, which will be financed by God. Have patience, for it will offer you more joy than you have ever experienced before. During this time of waiting for His divine supply, remember to express thankfulness and to pray to the Almighty for strength. Realize that God is already at work in your life, bringing blessings to you through the opening of doors. In His hands, you will be led to a wonderful career, excellent health, and a home. Prepare yourself for all of these things. In the next half year, there is a sense of urgency, which indicates that we are entering a period of transformation and rebirth. Jesus gives you the assurance that you will be delivered from the difficulties that you are experiencing, which will enable you to escape and embrace a new way of life. You should have faith in His care and direction, even while you are experiencing discomfort and exhaustion. Bear in mind that even if His hand might not always be visible, you should have trust that He is working for your good. Embrace self-assurance and enjoy life to the fullest, secure in the knowledge that God is offering His support you. By praying and having trust in Jesus, the required repairs will be done and a future will be brought into existence that will change your current circumstances in ways that have never been seen before. You should pray to God for help whenever you feel the want to give up, because His strength makes it simple to perform miracles. Have faith that He will grant your wishes and bring knowledge for your relationships, which will ultimately lead to more pleasure and contentment. Celebration and delight should be found in the heavenly communications that you receive, despite the fact that difficulties may come. You should always keep in mind that the devil is helpless in the face of God's protection, and that every benefit you receive is a demonstration of the ongoing struggle that God is fighting on your behalf. Believe in the timing that God has chosen, and give yourself permission to be transformed by Him so that you might experience His abundant benefits. Using prayer and meditation, you can navigate the uncharted waters that lie ahead of you, secure in the knowledge that God is directing your path. Keep your faith, for the plans that He has for you are more amazing than you could ever dream. Even on a worldwide scale, I am of the firm belief that it is of the utmost importance to trust with one another, to be honest with one another, and to always be ready for any obstacles that may come one's way. It is important to keep in mind that God will increase your faith and lead you to triumph as you navigate through challenges that may appear to be insurmountable. Those who put their faith in God's plan will be rewarded with love, success, and benefits. This means that reinforcements and motivation are within their reach. Even when one is experiencing adversity, it is essential to build a mindset that is open to opportunities and to persevere with faith. God gave us the mandate to do everything in our power to work miracles, and we are to put our faith in His grace and intentions. You should live your life as if everything is working out for the best, since God is keeping a close eye on the outcome and will provide you with encouragement and support as you go through the process. Repudiate the praise that is given to the devil, and instead, welcome the new life and blessings that Jesus provides. In spite of the fact that God knew your destiny before you were ever established, you should not give up on your faith. Don't waver in your faith in the promises that God has made, knowing that you are His cherished child and the beneficiary of His many benefits. Make sure that you do not undervalue your own worth, as well as the value of your time and presence. Every single moment is priceless, and God has a purpose for your life that is greater than any tragedy or difficulty that you might experience in your lifetime. Have faith in Him, and He will guide you to the next step of your journey with His guidance. When you type 101, you are acknowledging this fact and expressing that you are prepared to completely embrace the plan that God has for you. Put your faith in the principles and messages that are in harmony with your higher power, as they will lead you to experience fulfillment and a sense of purpose in your life. I want to encourage you to share this film with someone who is deserving of hearing the message it conveys. This is the beginning of an entirely new era, because the timing that God chooses is always appropriate. The timing is perfect. Take a minute to calm your breathing and put your faith in the plan that God has for you, knowing that He will not allow difficulties to defeat you. Because God is in charge of everything, I send guardian angels to protect your family from any harm that may come their way. Be assured that God is with you in this time of suffering, no matter what it may be. If you are ready to begin each day with fresh power and unending joy, type 122 in the box provided. I pray that God would fill you with courage and remind you of the broader plan that He has for your life. The beginning of a new chapter is just around the corner, and in spite of the difficulties, God will transform your sadness into dance. Let us hold a celebration to honor His brilliant actions and great deeds. You will experience an unrivaled level of happiness as a result of your gifts, and your dreams will come true as you let go of your hand and put your faith in God's direction. I am in agreement with this film, which has the potential to alter people's life and I believe that God should battle and correct what is wrong. In times when you are feeling overwhelmed by the lessons that life has to provide, pray to the Lord for mercy and ask for His assistance. Find solace in the marvels and restorations that He has performed and refrain from worrying, all the while keeping in mind that His intentions will soon be carried out. Your participation in this adventure is greatly appreciated. Through your contributions, subscriptions, and views, we are able to continue spreading messages that have a profound impact through Jesus. Stay tuned for other videos that will enlighten you. You are receiving a message from God today, and He's walking beside you as you make the decision to make Him the Lord of your life. I pray that you are always able to go beyond your blessings and attain them, even in the face of opposition. Send in the number 1111 if you have faith that these benefits are on their way to you and will relieve the strain that your family is experiencing. Children, friends, and circumstances that suit this pattern are going to make their way into your life, and I can assure you that I will be there to guide you through them. Put your faith in God and fight the impulse to go against what He has planned for your life. You are soon to be presented with possibilities to benefit other people. Thus, you should welcome these opportunities with charity. Recognize the unique qualities that you possess and focus on developing those strengths. Alterations are on the horizon that will render all of your efforts to be beneficial. You are in my undying love and support, and I want you to know that you have faith in the wonderful name of the Lord. Do not allow guilt to prevent you from moving on, and look forward to the arrival of something that you have been anticipating this month that will offer you happiness. You are experiencing an improvement in your emotional well-being, and more positive experiences are on the horizon. In the event that you maintain a positive frame of mind, I will make adjustments to the circumstances so that they are in harmony with your optimism, which will result in fantastic improvements in your life. No matter what challenges you face, you can overcome them with the willing assistance of the Lord, discovering serenity and constancy in His love. As you move forward, it is important to keep an appropriate perspective and to believe in the plan that God has intended for your growth and development. There is a possibility that you will face challenges. Nonetheless, you should maintain your faith and be confident that you are prepared for whatever lies ahead. If you trust that God will guide and assist you, then you say, Amen. There's a possibility that a change is on the horizon that has the power to bring about a complete transformation. For a brief moment of introspection, think about the significance of being a human being in this enormous cosmos. Since the things that were most important to you in your day-to-day existence have now passed away, you should pray for strength in every element of your life. Christ is the one who can assist you in being emotionally and financially stable, and He is constantly present by your side. It does not matter if you are currently looking for someone to let go of. Christ is the one who can facilitate this. If you are prepared to do so, a gracious yes might serve to validate your value, while also providing you with the bravery and understanding you need. You are eternally connected to the divine, and there are incredible things that are just waiting to be revealed through you. Have faith that the Creator alone will choose the timing of your travel and the location you will reach. The process of healing that is currently taking place is being supervised by Jesus, and the arrival of abundance, calm, and clarity seems to be on the horizon. On this voyage, you should not let opposition discourage you. Rather, you should look for solutions. An abundance of wonderful things are taking place, and you will soon be able to perceive the presence of God. It is important to be ready to receive this film, since it will be delivered in a short while. When confronted with hardships, it is important to remember to take a deep breath and to have faith that God will not lead you into difficulties. Your circumstances and your level of achievement are going to undergo a transformation, and regardless of the road that you decide to choose, everything will become crystal obvious. Maintaining your faith and confidence in the Lord should be your primary focus, and you should try to avoid being apprehensive about what the future may bring. Take into consideration that there are situations in which the Creator may remove you from this world. Yet, have faith that God's purpose and plan are constantly at work. This meeting indicates that there is a growing need. Merely continue researching and making advances in the field of treatments and cures. Keep in mind that God has you covered, and you can have peace of mind knowing that I am here to supply you with the resiliency, encouragement, and advice that is important to you. There are moments when my spirit becomes exhausted by the mundane, but it is important to keep in mind that everything will be okay in the end. Subscribing to our channel and activating the bell notifications will allow you to get ready for the content that you have been anticipating. There is no question that you will be successful in it. When it comes to everything, the Lord promises that He will take care of it. You should first acknowledge what God has been speaking to you up to this point, and then you should be the first to create successful conditions for your family. I would be grateful if you could help me alleviate your suffering by reclaiming the happiness that you so deserve. Do you have a comprehension of the combination? You will undoubtedly be there to guide us in the right direction, and you should be aware that even when errors are made, there is still the possibility of finding pleasure. In spite of the fact that you may be experiencing feelings of discouragement, anxiety, disorientation, or sleep deprivation, Chris declares that he has the ability to quickly change your life. Even if some of you might still be in the middle of everything, it is important to bear in mind that life continues to go forward. As soon as they entered, Jesus had already provided everything that was required of them. Neither of these things will be overly complicated. Show gratitude and compliments to other people, and success may come your way. When something unexpected takes place, it is an indication that the many blessings that are currently available are more valuable than they were before. Your path will be paved with affection and prosperity in equal measure. Don't lose sight of the reason behind your path, and keep your hopes for a life filled with nothing but abundance in the future. Today is a different day, and I strongly encourage you to put your faith in God on a personal level. My dear little one, you have journeyed far enough to make a turn back at this point. I ask that you join me in this time of meditation, kind Father. You should let go of all the burdens that are surrounding you if you have faith that you will see me standing in front of you. In either your checking or savings account, how much money do you currently have available? The hint that this particular point in time is present in the year 2024 is rather obvious now. To be dependable, you must protect your loved ones and family members in this world. Distractions or good fortune, I will continue with what you are doing. It is expected that additional benefits from God would be communicated. Become aware of the protective strength that God possesses. Everything has been turned over to you, and I am satisfied with the situation. Make room for the power of God to enter. When I sprinkle you with over here, I will do so to such a degree that you will not be affected emotionally or monetarily, and I will do this on a daily basis. Prepare yourself for my shock as I share two wonderful things. Notify the Lord that you will most certainly do so during the next 3 weeks, and allow it to make its way into your conscious thought process then. You should also avoid wasting your energy, as the Lord advises you. I am also providing you with some news that I would like to share with you right now. I thus affirm that the same divinity who bestowed the instrument onto you will also be your spiritual and life companion. By letting go of requests that make you feel exhausted and avoiding issues that appear to be highly complicated, you will be leading yourself in the right direction. Nothing presents me with a particularly difficult challenge. Along with all of your adventures, even is going to flood your financial institution with a huge amount of money. Prepare yourself to make advantage of as soon as possible. You are forgiven for the fact that the adversary has been vanquished. Type 12, 12, 12. If you are someone who places a high value on the feeling of safety that comes from being startled by the earth, what is in store for us when we are ready to accomplish a step in the right direction with the job that you have been doing? To make matters even better, I adore you and I am always available to you, which means that you won't need to borrow money, obtain it, or defend yourself against chase. From your life, beyond his style, and with thanks from you, everything that happens to you has an effect on the level of enjoyment you experience. Each and every one of my tranquility, love, and treatment is at your disposal. If you persistently work on bettering yourself, you will eventually find that plenty and wealth are yours. You should start believing in yourself, maintain your technique, and watch this video instead of skipping it. It is time to start believing in yourself. There are waterfalls that symbolize the flow of the winner, and I admire you in a manner that is comparable to the presence that is moving in your direction. I express my gratitude to the cosmos for coming closer, and I will now trigger the bell alert.